अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी वयस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। My dear students, this is going to be the third video of this lesson from Hornbill textbook. The title of the lesson, we are not afraid to die if we can all be together. I request all the students to go through this video in order to understand the lesson in detail, right? It is very helpful lesson. It is very helpful lesson to increase your English vocabulary, right? And this lesson will sure help you in 12th standard also, because you will be able to increase many vocabulary. You will get at least more than 30 new words of English, right? So I'm reading from page number 15, paragraph number 3rd. Somehow I managed to stretch canvas and secure waterproof hedge over across the gaping holes. He was there repairing, right? He was there repairing with the help of that canvas. He was repairing that hole, which was the ship was badly damaged. So he was repairing. Some water continued to stream below, but most of it was now being deflected over the side. Deflected means change the direction, turn side. So the water was coming from the bottom part of the ship and it was being repaired, and the water changed the direction. More problems arose when our hand pump started to block up with the debris floating around the cabin and the electric pump short circuited. So the more problem they had it when their hand pumps got blocked, right? And that debris which was there floating around the water got stuck into that motor, right? And as a result, it was very difficult for them to vacate the water from the ship. The water level rose threateningly, and the level of water was rising. Back on deck, I found that our 2 spare hand pumps had been wrenched overboard. Back on it, I found that our 2 spare hand pumps had been wrenched. Wrench means pull violently overboard. And the 2 pumps that had already been damaged by the waves of the water, along with the forestay, right? Means आगे वाली जो पाल होती है, that is forestay sail. The jib, dinghy means small boat, and the man anchor. Anchor means langar. So they were all very badly damaged. Then I remember we had another electric pump under the chart room floor. So he had one more pump that it reminded him, and he just went there. I connected to an out pipe and was thankful to find that it worked, and it was working. So they were able to vacate, they were able to throw the water out of the ship with the help of that last pump which they had it. So let me explain you. Deflected means turn aside, canvas means strong, unbleached clothes, debris means kachra, wrench means pull suddenly, forestay means a rope to support ship foremost, dinghy means small boat for recreation with a mast or sail. In nutshell, let me explain you. The narrator stretched the canvas close and secured the waterproof hedge which covered the gaping holes. Some water streamed below and some was now deflected over the side. The hand pump was blocked as rubbish was floating around the cabin and entered it. The electric pump short-circuited. As the water level rose, the narrator found 2 hand pumps had been removed along with the rope, jib, a small boat, and the main anchor. He found another electric pump under the chart room. He connected it to an out pipe and he started working. That was very fortunate. Otherwise, the water level would rise inside the boat, and the water slowly it would just get sunk deep inside the water. Okay. The night dragged on. The night went too long. That is drag on. With an endless, bitterly cold routine of pumping, stirring, and working the radio. So bitterly, it was extremely cold, and they were there pumping out the water with the help of pump, stirring, working the. We were getting no replies to our mayday calls. They may keep on connecting the mayday calls. The people who are there, who are there to help those people who got stuck into the ocean, and we were getting replies to our mayday calls, mean signal, which was not surprising in this remote corner of the world. We are very in touch with those peoples, right? Sue's head had swollen alarmingly. उसका सूखा तो माथा बहुत फूल गया था. And she had two enormous black eyes. And now she saw us a deep cut on her arm. When I asked why she hadn't made more of her injuries before this, she replied, I didn't want to worry you when you were trying to save us all. See the answer, how amazing answer was given. Right? Let me explain. The whole night was about 10 days routine of pumping out of the water, steering the wheel and working the radio. There were no replies to their signals sent over the radio as they were in the remotest part of the world. She's head was now more swollen and she had two back eyes with a deep cut in her arm. When upon being asked why she hadn't told him about her injuries earlier, she said that she didn't want to worry him as he was trying to save all of them. By morning on January 3rd, the pumps had the water level sufficiently under the control for us to take. By morning on January 3rd, the pump had the water level sufficiently under control for us to take 2 hours rest in rotation. So we were pumping the water one by one, and we had now the water level is not that much, right? And they were able to throw the water from the ship, and now they started taking rest in rotation one by one. But we still had a tremendous leak somewhere below. The water line, and on checking I found that nearly all boats main rib frames, means that ship's cover timbers were smashed down to the keel. Keel means structure, that is timber in a ship, steel structure. Still the water was there coming from some unknown place, and they got it, they came to know that the rib frames of the boat was very badly damaged, right? And it was there from the bottom part, and in fact there was nothing holding up a whole section of the starboard hull, bottom part of the ship, that is called hull, except few cupboard partition, and the ship was completely damaged. We had survived for 15 hours. We were able to survive for 15 since the wave hit. But wave walker wouldn't hold together long enough for us to reach Australia. The wave walker was not that much in a good condition that can help us to reach Australia. I checked our chart and calculated that there were 2 small islands a few hundred kilometers to the east, and he started calculating, and he started knowing the place exactly where they were, and by calculation and by knowing the direction, they came to know with the help of that map and chart that they are few 100 kilometers away from 2 islands where they can be helped, where their boat can be repaired, and they have only one way to save their life, that 2 small islands. One of them, in Amsterdam, was a French scientist base, and it is scientist base. They were there, scientists were there. Our only hope was to reach pinpricks in the vast ocean, small areas, that is the pinpricks in the vast ocean. But unless the wind and seas abated, means less, so we could hoist a sail, our chances would be slim indeed. Unless the seas and wind, if they do not decrease their speeds, our chances were very less. The great wave had put our auxiliary, means second engine, out of action. Now let me explain you in nutshell so you will be able to understand easily. Smash means badly broken. Keel means steel structure along the base of the ship. Pinprick means prick caused by pin. I would believe small areas. Pinpricks in the vast ocean means the small island in the vast ocean were very tiny, like the prick caused by a pin. Abated means something unpleasant to become less intense. Auxiliary engine means small secondary engine used to board ship to operate windlass in the ship. The water level was under control by the morning of January 3rd. So all of them took 2 hours rest in the rotation. But there still was a leak somewhere below the water line. Upon checking, the boat reef structure was badly broken down till the base of the ship. The whole section of the starboard was held together with a few cupboard partitions. The ship condition was so bad that it would not make it till Australia. The narrator checked the chart and calculated there were two small islands a few kilometers to the east. One of them was Ile Amsterdam, which was Le Amsterdam, which was a French scientific base. The only hope was to search and reach the island, but only if the wind and the sea do not cause further damage, else the chances were slim. The wave had destroyed the ship's auxiliary engine even. Right? On January 4th, after 30 hours of continuous pumping, we reached on January 4 after 36 of continuous pumping. They were pumping for 36 hours. Just imagine how much tired they were, how much exhausted they would be. We reached the last few centimeters of water. Now we had only to keep pace with the water still coming in. The water still flowing. We could not set any sail on the main mast because they were not able to set any jeep or any mast on the boat because the boat was not able to bear the heavy. The boat was not able to bear the heavy wind pressure on the rigging. Ropes, rigging means rope. Pressure on the rigging would simply pull the damaged section of the hull apart, bottom part of the ship. If they put any kind of mast, because of that mast or jeep, obviously the boat will start going very fast, and the pressure would also come on the boat, and because of that wind pressure, the boat will get into the two parts. So we hoisted the small storm jeep and headed for where I thought 2 islands were, and they wanted to reach over there. Mary found some corn beef and cracker biscuits, and we ate our first meal in almost 2 days. They eat their first meal after 2 days, and that is also corn beef and biscuit. Just imagine how plight and how deplorable and how danger and how hazardous they were, the position they had it. But our respite was shortly. Our relief, respite means our relief shortly. It did not last long for a long time. At 4 p.m., black clouds began building up behind us, and the clouds started forming behind us. Within the hour, the wind was back to 40 knots. The wind started blowing in that much speed. That is, measurement is 40 knots, and seas were getting higher. And the waves started coming, and the level of the sea just getting higher and higher. The weather continued to deteriorate throughout the night, and the weather was getting worse and worse. And by dawn, January 5th, our situation was again desperate, again was very dangerous. When I went in to comfort the children, जब मैं बच्चों को comfort करने के लिए गया, John asked, Daddy, are we going to die? The son is there asking question to his father that are we going to die? I tried to assure him that we could make it. But Daddy, he went on, we are not afraid of dying if we can all be together. You and mummies, you and I. Just how emotional and how sad sentence that had, and how powerful and how strong sentence is spoken by his son, that they are not afraid to die if we can all be together. अगर हम साथ में हैं तो. I could find no words with which to respond, and his father was not able to answer him. But I left the children's cabin determined to fight the sea with everything I had it. And listening that sentence, he got courage and decided to fight with the wind and with the storm. To protect the weakened starboard side, I decided to heave to with undamaged port hull facing the oncoming waves, using the Imporishi anchor Kam Chalao, that is Imporishi anchor of heavy nylon rope, and two 22-liter plastic barrel of paraffin. So he used with the help of this plastic barrel, and he tied it so that to make the string very to make the ship very strong, so not to get apart, and he decided to move further. Anyway, so I will begin. I will inshallah I will start the fourth video from here. If you have any query, confusion, please feel free to ask me on my WhatsApp number or on my you can write in the comment box. Okay, Allah Hafiz.